All right, hello everybody, and today, welcome to another Project PortsalMC Map Gaming Building Vlog. Today, I have a very special episode planned. I'm working on something, and you know what? Let's just get into that right here. Uh, this now, this wall here is each wall segment at least is 10 by 11, or at least the space in between. It's double that, so it's 22 by 20 blocks, with an additional, I don't know, 5 blocks in between for the towers. The towers do have their interiors do have the rough internal structure, and I'm still putting in the interior for this. Um, but I did want to share this briefly before I start the episode. Uh, Briefly before I go into the main topics of the episode, because this may and may not be, depending on how this goes. This may be a new structure. Um, uh, Included in the next update. It is very far away. Approximately, this would be 300. This would be about 3,000 blocks away from the main island. I have plans. If things go according to plan, this is going to be an outpost for the island of Port Saul. Of course, there is a ruined Nether portal which I touched up on. I added this portion of Nether portal that is seemingly cracked and broken off and fallen into the lava, and I think that's a very simple little detail. There's nothing I haven't gone through on this Nether portal, so there's not really much on the other side. I've done it before in another save in this very same location. You may actually recognize the location from from another build I did here, but this is a little different. It's square instead of it's rectangular instead of round. Not really. It's not a true square, um, which I think is very evident right now. I did kind of screw up the dimensions. I wanted it to be equal on all sides, but as always, I made a miscount, and I didn't bother to verify the distance between every single piece. So I only discovered this later on that yeah. Although I can't really tell if this is square or not, but whatever. There is going to be stuff going on outside, like villager houses and whatnot, and in the typical style that you find. Only I'm thinking of changing up. Actually, we'll discuss this and what this is going forward, because I think this is a very good, neat idea that I'm toying around with. I will be backing up this version of the world because I want to kind of sit through this and make this work and do it right. So basically, out here, there's going to be some villages. I'm, of course, going to be clearing some of this. There will be a mine. I have the starts of a mining area over here, but that's going to be for proof of concept. That's just a proof of concept right now. I don't know if this is going to, I'm probably going to end up backfilling this, but yeah, anyways, let's go back over to this wall over here where all the action is at, and I want to discuss why this is here. So, as you know, the fact of the matter is, the island of Port Saul is more of a micronation. Um, a majority of its populace is villagers. If you wanted to, you could do a complete multiplayer series with this, but I'm haven't gotten around to that yet. I do plan on doing a multiplayer series with this, but that is only after it's fully come to. That's only after going. That's only gonna be after I've completed, put the final block in, put the final quest in, and only then will I be doing multiplayer testing with this. You may be wondering, well, what oversights? How will you eliminate all the oversights? And the answer is, I'm not. This map was, anyways. Before I go into, let's cut to a different point. All right, and we are back. I decided to go ahead and open up a world. This is mechanics testing. You may be wondering what mechanics are we testing and what features have you added to the map. In terms of the main island, nothing. But in terms of what we're going to be observing, um, is the new village expansion. I've already done like a 24-hour just observation thing for this. I do usually observe to make sure that things don't completely, or at least the risk of things screwing up at night is low. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to set the time to night. It's currently day. And we are going to teleport over to the mining town. All right, we are here. Now you may be wondering, why did we go here? Now, yes, I have done some cleaning up here actually. Um, a small amount, not too big, not too many big changes, but uh, the benches are here. Because in one of the last episodes, I worked on making benches uh, for this area. We're just here at night. Just I want to see. I really wanted to see what this looked at night because I mostly built this during the day, so I wanted to see what this looked like mostly at night. I am gonna have to do some exterior lighting stuff with probably replacing these with more. I don't know, fitting lampposts or something. I have no clue yet. Um, let's go up here and let's take a look at the windmill. So yes, there is a windmill up here. It's kind of hard to miss. I did use birch trapdoors and they work quite nicely. They kind of remind me of the canvas. They kind of looks like canvas that's been spread over, but it's still in the frames. So yeah. Let's just go. You know what? Let's hop back into the other world and we're gonna maybe do some prototyping out for the next build using wool. All right, so we're back. We're back at the fortress, and yeah, I've started building. I got lost in a YouTube video, and I usually have YouTube videos running in the background while I'm kind of building. So, uh, yeah. Now I'm not going to make the same mistake about making this wall like 20 by 22 ish plus blocks. Um, even though the inner diameter the inner square blocks is more of like 22 by 24 uh 24 blocks. So yeah, it's not quite, it's only two blocks off from being a perfect square, but eh. Now I can't decide whether I want to inset the walls or just do something flat because there's not enough space. There wouldn't be enough space inside of there if I were to inset the walls. And that's kind of thing. Also, what's also the thing I was doing my research on medieval castles and whatnot, historical research actually, which um, might be coming in handy later. But yeah, I'm essentially. I don't even think I'm gonna. Well, is there enough? There's enough space for me to insert the wall. Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, it's just gonna be very, 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 very tight. Yeah, no, actually, I need that one extra block gap. You may be wondering, why am I using wool and what is this blue wool for? This blue wool is actually representing the floor. So if I'm going up from here, I'm probably gonna raise the actual floor up by one, potentially, just because it's simpler that way. And I can add more depth with like stairs, something like in here. Ordinarily, you'd have a courtyard and stuff, and there's going to be a very tiny courtyard, like over in this corner over here. So we're going to mark that out real quick using some red wool. But first, let's finish constructing this and figure out how that's all going to play into this. Because again, I'm just going by eye, and this is kind of a free build in and of itself. And even if this doesn't get implemented, I'm probably going to end up saving the world, saving this world, because I do want to have at least something that I can go back on in case I decide later on I kind of want to add that. Hey, yes, I'm thinking of having it like that, and then there's like a courtyard behind this, and then it's like two separate towers in there. And there's plenty of room there to raise the floor. Fortunately, I'm going to have one extra block below this, kind of like supporting beams and whatnot, at least from this, a supporting beam here and supporting beam like sort of this, and something like that, with a little bit of this. And then going to hide the floor like underneath or something. For the side pillars, I'm going to opt for polished basalt because I don't normally use this block in a lot of my builds. I've done it in a lot of past builds. I made an entire house out of stone. For the pillars, I used exactly polished basalt. I need quite a bit of it to do it, but it worked out in the end. We're kind of going to stick to the block palette that I chose for this. I know it's kind of weird and kind of basic looking, but that's kind of the building style that this is going to be in. A sort of basic, easily attainable style that we are going to use a variety of blocks, obviously. Now, I'm actually thinking of having this be the main keep area and then having like something else. Like something like that, with then the stone bricks on top of that to act as a little foundation. Now, we may end up mirroring that over there and mirroring this, like, kind of. It's not going to be perfect by any means, but it's going to work. Hopefully. I hope. This layer is going to be designed, let's go with polished andesite. Although, actually, no, we're going to use the flooring for up here. So for right now, let's put the walls in here. So we're going to be using either a spruce or an oak for the floor. Maybe a mix of both. I really don't know. I'm just pulling all this out of my, well, I don't think I have to finish that sentence to tell you that this creativity is coming. I know. I'm not insetting the walls here because I do want a little bit more space on the inside, and that's what I'm prioritizing here. I'm not so much worried, and I know because I'm kind of crammed for space here. I'm kind of cramming a larger build inside of a very small wall. But believe me, this all has a purpose because I'm going to do all the farms and stuff outside the wall. Um, and it'll all make sense why in a bit. Anyways, by the time I get back, I will have constructed the majority of this, at least the outline of it. Interior wise, I won't be doing an interior for it just yet until I figure this out because, yeah. I know it's pretty basic looking, but, you know, sometimes basic isn't the, sometimes basic is just, well, I'll be doing changes to the floorboards after. I just want to get the rough blank slate blocks in um, before I go ahead with the other stuff that I have planned. I may end up making this into a two-part episode, so if I do, please feel free to wait for that episode to come out. May it come out alongside it? I do not know. Um, hmm. Well, you know what? I do want to have a decent sized courtyard, so I think I'll just do it like this, and obviously there's going to be stairs here and fences here. I'm just putting in the I think I'm going to put a stained glass window in here, just because I can. You know what? I'm going to have this episode keep going because at this point there's no real point not to. Hmm. I think I can extend this all by one. Or by two, actually, now that I think about it. That there. Uh, this can be extended by three. I love Minecraft. The fact that you can just build in creative. People abuse this too much, but I just think I use the feature pretty um, for what it was intended to do. Build. Um, And for the record, I'm not using World Edit in this to make this map, so all this stuff is going to be done entirely by hand, which is why all my updates for this take so long because I'm having to individually place, remove blocks, and then do all sorts of finagling to get things to mesh properly together. And yeah. And I'm probably gonna put like slabs up here. Um, or something. Again, uh, I was about to make a joke about buttering children, but I don't think that YouTube would appreciate something like that. So yeah, I'll keep that joke to myself. If you're wondering what this little area is going to be here for down here, this is going to be like a kitchen slash storage area. Um, oh, you know what? That's a perfect place to hide a little bookshelf. And the rest here can be like barrels or something. Look, we haven't even started building. We haven't even finished the structure. I'm already doing the interior. Ah, Minecraft. Why? Now, you know what? We're gonna have this be kind of old style with the. Like, I'm trying to blend old with new here, but somewhere in the between modern and medieval, kind of, I guess. There's gonna be a large stained window here so that it gets plenty of light. Um, I'm definitely gonna have like a little railing here, um, like fences here, so you don't go falling over that constantly. And I am gonna do a lot of exterior detailing and detail work with these things. There's gonna be a little bit of glass, but not much. We are going to need now. We're going to probably be needing some stone, cobblestone stairs, and cobblestone fences. Or I mean cobblestone walls and thing. Where are the stairs? All right, with this little archway going through here, we're gonna extend this path so it runs right through here. Yes, I have full netherite on. That's because I do testing and stuff, and occasionally I don't want to have to spawn in a bunch of tools and whatnot. All right, there we go. That's more like it. Now we are going to add a third floor to this, but not right now. And you know what? I'm going to end the video here to get done with all this off camera. And by the time I shoot the next video, between this and next recording, I should have this all finished up. And I'll showcase it in the next video. All right. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.